Good evening, guys. I figured I would bring you along for evening chores for a change of pace. I had some running around to do earlier this morning. So it's snowing. And we're supposed to get a little bit of snow, maybe a couple inches. I don't know, we'll see. Huh? Walk over there and see. We'll see if Danny had any type of udder pop. Nah. It's just starting to fill. She's got a ways to go before any real udder pops pop up. Just always got to check. When you start to notice the changes, you just got to check every time you come to the barn. And then as it gets closer, you're going to have to check a couple times a day. Are you going to run back up and grab them?
No, just yell at Chase.
I'm going to go yell at him.
No, scream up to them and tell them to bring it down.
Harley made horse treats, so she forgot to bring them down. Hi, guys. Hi. Everybody's settling in for a nice snow. But everything's pretty quiet around the farm, which is good. But I thought we would talk a little bit tonight about just what's going on in the world, because some stuff is crazy right now. So hold on, let me get you guys set up and I'll clean the first stall already. I have really crappy lighting, so there's nothing I can do about it, guys. The picture quality is just not going to be great. So I think Biden is hell-bent on leaving us with the worst possible conditions before he leaves office. Like, I really think that's his goal. So not only are they really pushing this World War III thing, and it looks like, oh, it was with Putin, it's his defense guy, I can't remember his name, basically said that he was okay with it after Ukraine said they're okay with it. Oh, and then, you know, let's just send them millions more dollars. So, you know, you've got that going on. You know, why anybody wants to toy with the idea, I have no idea. And let's just hope that, you know, Putin has more common sense than our own leaders, which is looking like that's the case, which is really sad, isn't it? Then we're sending, what was it, $1 billion to Africa? I've had a bleeding heart, but we have people from Hurricane Helene alone, that tragedy alone, that are still sleeping in tents. It is freezing. These people have lost absolutely everything. And now you want to send money to yet another country? We need to take care of the people here first. It's time to put your foot down. Enough is enough. Take care of our own. You know, you had the whole Maui incident, and I mean, you don't hear about it anymore, but I assume most of those people's lives are not just back to normal. You had everything that happened in East Palestine, Ohio, and you don't hear about it anymore, but I'm pretty sure most of those people's lives just aren't back to normal. You just don't go back to normal after these huge tragic events happen. And right now, Hurricane Helene has affected so many people over such a broad spectrum of area. And these people are homeless, or they have a home, and it has significant mold damage. It has structural problems where it's either not safe or they don't have electricity. And you just can't really expect people to pull thousands and thousands of dollars out of their pocket to just go ahead and pay for all these repairs. You know, insurance companies aren't paying for this because flood insurance isn't even a thing in the mountains. I'm sorry, but this really rattles my cage. And I usually don't say too much, but I'm seeing the weather, and I'm seeing, you know, accounts of people that went through the flood, and I haven't forgotten about this the entire time. I am watching, you know, even Jeff will tell me, he's like, you gotta stop watching this stuff, but I can't, and it really bothers me that our own leaders couldn't care less about what happens down there. So there's that subject that's really just disgusting. But then you've got Biden pardoning his son Hunter. You know, he said he wouldn't, he said he wouldn't, he said he wouldn't, he said he wouldn't, and everybody else said he wasn't going to. I guess when that group of people lies and deceives us, it should be okay, right? Like, that's acceptable, that's understandable. And it's the same group of people that cry for more gun control. Well, if you want gun control, then start and make an example, okay? If somebody lies on their background checks, then there should be repercussions. That's where you start getting control. It's not that we don't have enough control or enough auditing systems put in place. It's just that there's no follow through with it, you know? Every time I've ever got a gun, won a gun, bought a gun, whatever, I have to pass a background check. And if something comes back not right, guess who doesn't get a gun? Me. It should be that way across the board. I've never had a reason not to get a gun. I, try to live my life as an upstanding citizen. But where does that get you these days? Because it seems like the criminals live a better life than the upstanding citizens, which is really just disgusting. And there's so much pushback with everybody that Trump wants to appoint. And, it's because they're terrified and they know that they can't continue with this corruption that they have going on. I think, all things considered, Trump probably has a few backup plans for his backup plans. I think that he knows this game already very, very well. And I think that he is going to win. That might be a poor choice of words, but he's going to succeed on his, making his agenda work for him, no matter, what they do. I think he already has his ideas in place. What's up? Oh no, guys. Better lighting in this stall, I suppose. Still not ideal, but what can you do? Yeah, so, you just get a little bit frustrated when you see everything that's going on and things that aren't happening that should be happening. And it's a little disheartening. But, we just have to make it January 20th. I hope things change then. You hope that everything that's being promised happens. You hope that all the people that are being appointed or put into place, you hope that they make the difference that they say they're going to make. Because if they do, that will be game changing. But I don't know whether I've just become slightly pessimistic in my older age. There we go, that's better. Or whether you're just jaded from seeing just so much crap go on that you have doubts. I'm trying to stay very positive. I'm very excited to see what happens with the new administration. That said, I'm still very pensive because it just seems too good to be true. And I hope that it is. I hope that it's every amount of that. I guess maybe I'm just guarding myself against heartache, guarding myself against disappointment, I suppose. Which I guess we all should. And as preppers of any type, I guess that's just part of the game, right? You always prepare yourself, and that should be your mind and your heart too, for the worst. And I think that we need to remember that. For as much fun as it is watching all these people, how exciting it is, and the thought of actually draining the swamp this time around, it's encouraging, and I hope it happens. But as preppers, we need to guard ourselves against losing sight of the possibilities. So that might be a negative. I don't mean to sound negative. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. But I also know that things can change at the drop of a hat, right? And that all of the good stuff could just disappear. Like what happens if NATO decides to attack Russia? You know, then very easily they could declare martial law and all of the things that we've been planning for and hoping for are flushed down the toilet. So these are just things that we need to remember. And I know I haven't talked about a lot of political things lately, and I apologize for that. It's just that sometimes I get in my own head, you know, and sometimes I watch this stuff and I'm like, boy, they're really hyping it all up. But what if it doesn't go as planned? So, you know, it's just, I guess, my gentle reminder that things still could go sideways. You know, don't forget it. But that being said, everything looks on the up and up. I mean, Trump talked to, what's his name? From Canada. Oh, what's his name? Trudeau. And, you know, he told him that Canada could just become the 51st state. And then they wouldn't have to pay those tariffs. So it's amusing. I mean, you don't like to fight with your neighbors. You like to have neighbors that are on the same page as you, but Trudeau is definitely not on the same page as us. I'm sorry, Canada. I know I got a bunch of fans from up there, but you know it's true. And I hope you guys can get rid of him. Like we are getting rid of all these crazy liberals. I hope you can get rid of him. He is just destroying your great country. And yeah, I wish we could share Trump with you. I wish we could share Trump with the world. In a sense, we do share Trump with the world because whatever happens here largely affects the rest of the world. So, I mean, that is a good thing in and of itself. But I wish everybody had a Trump of their own. But I think if you seek them out, they're there, possibly, people with the values that you want. But we have to seek them out and we have to put them in place. And that's just it. Even though this particular battle has been won with getting him elected, at that, there's still so much corruption at local levels, at state levels. And that's where we need to start. We need to start draining those swamps because Trump can't do it all. So we have to back him up on that. I don't know. Just some thoughts. These are just the things that go through my head. And I thought I would share them with you. I do want to mention, going back on the Helene bit, if you guys don't watch Appalachia's Homestead with Patera, she has links. There's another homesteading channel that is doing a like a toy drive type of deal for some of the children affected. I think there's 90 or so of them. Please go check out her videos to get the information on that. A lot of these people still really need our help. It's not, like I said, it's far from over for these people, and every little bit can help, every little bit, and it would really be the holiday spirit to be able to help these children have some sort of a meaningful holiday, and anything that they receive is probably going to be the most meaningful gift they ever receive. So for any of that information, please go check out her videos if you haven't already, because she's got all those details and where you can find the information to donate if you can. I know things are tough for people everywhere right now, but we can't forget about our people in Appalachia. So we're just sitting here on the floor, giving our little patient some love and attention. He is doing so good, guys. He's trotting around.
Hey, here.
Come on. He's trotting around.
Here, here.
So, little turd.
Kitty, not you.
This guy used to not be very friendly at all. In fact, you couldn't even get close to him without him running away. And now he's gotten so much better. I don't have anything in here. Would you like some alfalfa? Hi, dear.
Steve will eat it.
No, you don't want it.
No, the cat is stealing pieces of treat and eating it.
See, here he's back here. The bad leg is the other side. So, yeah, you can see the cast on that back leg. It's about ready to come off. I don't think he needs it. Keeping him kind of locked up and... Hi!
Kitty, he's not for you.
He's so cute. He's so cute and so fuzzy. Huh, aren't you? Where are you going?
Okay, Kitty, want me to take a peppermint? He's trying to eat
Let
it.
him have it. This won't hurt him.
This cat.
So, yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. I mean, obviously, it could have been really bad not having a vet to set that leg. But these are things that if you're not currently a farmer and you're looking at getting into homesteading, these are things that you need to look into. First things first. It's things that a lot of people don't really consider because most people are used to having, you know, your cat, your dog, maybe a hamster or something like that. When you get into having large animals, now even though Tyr here is itty bitty, he's still considered livestock. He's still considered a large animal. Most cat and dog vets aren't going to see somebody like this, an animal like this. So before you, this is just a word of advice, if you don't have animals and you're looking to get into farm animals, make sure you find a vet before you get into them. Otherwise, make sure you know how to set broken legs and do stuff like that. Because if you have livestock, they're going to get hurt. They're going to get sick, especially goats. Goats, you know, my generation, we grew up with cartoons and goats ate like pop cans and crazy stuff. And they were always fine, super hardy. In real life, a goat will be fine one day and drop over dead the next if you don't know what you're dealing with. So, you know, it's not all fun and games. However, when you can have, I need to clean this stuff up, but when you can have a success story like this, it's really, really great.
He's come such a far way.
Yeah, look at him. So like I said, when we first brought him home, I mean, we had to basically corner him to be able to catch him. He was feral. He came from... Oh. He came from my uncle, and you know, one thing, I did the thing that you're probably not supposed to ever do, but I chose a buck based on his color and also his conformation, because he's put together really nice. His dad was a show buck and everything, so he is conformationally nice. Anything that we would have got from him would have been great, but of course I chose color, and I always wanted a buckskin, which he is. And he's got moon spots, and he's just super handsome. But he was feral. And it was because his mother was pretty skittish and feral as well. And it just takes time. And now, obviously, I mean, look at him. He's come so far. And even if we never get any more than just this out of him, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, let's face it for a second. Do you want a cuddly buck? No.
Thor is a cuddly buck.
Yeah. But they pee on their beard, and you don't want to cuddle that. It's stinky and gross. But, yeah, this is an absolute win. I'm really happy about this. And he is going to stay relatively small, because if I remember right, his mother was itty-bitty. And he's already the same size as his sister, maybe if not a little bigger. Right? Yeah, she's not very big. Was born this past summer, so he's not all that old. But I don't think he'll get super large. He's gonna have a nice mane, though, huh?
He's like, don't touch me.
What you doing? What you doing?
I feel like goats eating stuff is cute, because their little mouths go so fast, but they just chew slow.
I just love how fuzzy he is. All right. Come here, little patient. We're going to put you away because we're going to head up to the house, I think. The snow is really starting to come down.
I love snow.
Mm-hmm. By tomorrow, they should be able to sled ride. Come here, bring them here to me.
No, wait, one more. You got to do it. You don't even have to. Sunflower seeds.
Oh. You want your sunflower seeds? Here. So we feed all of our goats alfalfa pellets and sunflower seeds. That's what they get, especially bucks, all your male goats. Don't feed them grain. As much as they love it, just don't do it. It's bad for their kidneys. I know we lost one male goat at the beginning of our goat ownerships.
Kitty!
Because it wasn't that we didn't know better. I guess it was maybe we just didn't believe that it could happen or whatever, but they can get stones, bladder stones, kidney stones, and it can cause their bladder to rupture, and there's nothing you can do. There's no going back. So.
You know, he reminds me of Plutus, but just a little skittish.
What are you doing? I gotta pick this up. Come here, you.
Me here.
Opening up the grain and garbage always falling.
Here.
So. All right, let's put them away. Say hi, dear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. Yeah. All right, guys, it is snowing and we are done with barn work. We put Tier away. We gave everybody the treats that Harley made. So we're going to head up to the house. I'm going to make some hot tea. I already made them espresso earlier, so yeah, they're done. But we're going to go up there and get cozy, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.